After creating a solution, we will find a problem, what problem are they facing, and then we'll talk with Unitech how we can create a solution for them and help them enroll at Unitech.
And that will increase the
And
enrollment.
that will increase the number of enrollment
numbers.
of Pacific women, Maori and Pacific women in Unitech.
So,
Can I just to move on? Yeah, I'm. You know, this is not a marketing course. We're not looking at solving the whole of Unitech's student recruitment problem. We're focusing on looking for experiencing solving a wicked problem, and the advice that we've got from our candidate persona, Catalina, is that this is a very tough wicked problem of helping get Pasifika women valuing and on the journey and succeeding on the journey. If you can solve that wicked problem, then that will give you, as a byproduct, it will give you a whole lot of solutions to other groups as well. So I say, yeah, it's given the limitations of space and time that you have, it's worthwhile going narrow, and this applies to all the rest of you. The point is to experience going through the design thinking process, and I'm happy that you do that on something relatively narrow and specific, rather than getting distracted on trying to solve too many opportunities and problems.
And not being able to finish.
And not being able to finish. Yeah. So, next question, next problem. Go. Yeah.
No, I think that was a great presentation, and I love how you integrated the feedback that we've given you yesterday. I think that's really clever. What I'm just a bit worried about is that your solution, your main solution that you suggested was to improve the study journey, which is good, but it will probably affect more the success rate within Maori and Pasifika women rather than improve the enrollments, unless you really make it a marketing point, a marketing selling point that the study journey is really adapted to this specific target audience. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, that's what we were trying to.
I guess that will be part of our solutions afterwards. We haven't thought about the solutions yet, but we have thought of a concept of how we're gonna shift the current system into the new pathway, and then we will be thinking of solutions afterwards. Yeah, because we're still on the first phase.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's a great point, because traditionally there's been a kind of a disconnect between institutions, Unitech and others, just getting bums on seats, bringing them in through the door, and then throwing them over the fence to the teachers that have to take them on the journey and help them succeed or pass. You are trying to bring a greater degree of integrity to the recruitment process by saying, okay, come here, we will help you on the journey. It's not this steep mountain. It's this helter skelter up the mountain that we will help you get up there. And here are some examples from people that have gone round this spiral and succeeded. And these are some example people and example journeys that they have taken, and this is how Unitech helps do that. Is that right?
It needs to be visible for students, to attract students.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we will gonna incorporate that in our solutions or recommendations afterwards. Yeah.
I'm just thinking about in terms of operations, Steve. In terms of enrollments, we can't do much. It's more marketing, or
Yeah, it's integrating the sales process, the marketing process, the product development process, and the delivery process. You're building a whole value chain based around your understanding of the pains and gains of the persona group, and that's breaking the silo of the traditional way that an institution like Unitec and other universities is built. Yeah. Good.
Yes, Lodi.
I just want to say I thought your solution or your proposed solution was a great idea. I really, there's some logistics and some wording issues and some things but if you knuckle down to what you're trying to do to get Maori women educated over a open-ended period of time, it's still that the mind that's changed from the mother to the daughter is where the value sits. They will still get bums in seats. It's just the bum sits in that seat for a lot longer than everybody else's. And I do think it's a good solution. I do think, it needs a bit of fine-tuning, but that is what the next 4 weeks is about, is to fine-tune some of the logistics and some of the...
Yeah, but I know that you're going to have an interview with the operations enrollment team. I don't think they're the right people to talk to. You might want to talk to student support or academic or marketing rather than the operations team. Because
from what you were presenting yesterday and what you presented today, what I feel is that you need to maybe tweak or redefine your problem a little, so that you can, you mean the problem, when you are saying this is the problem what we are going to solve, that will actually be in line with what you are trying to achieve right now. Because yesterday you were saying that the problem you are trying to work out is like bringing in more enrollments to Unitec. But today the focus has gone towards solving the problem for the women. Of course it is going to increase the enrollments, but then the main focus, how you define the problem, maybe you need to think whether you need to change a little or work on that. That's what I was trying to convey.
Yes, thank you, Susan.
And nobody mentioned in terms of the other groups that you should be looking for as Unitec. I mean, there is a Pacific Success Centre here, so do engage with them as well, possibly as a primary primary group. Yeah. Okay. Any other bits of feedback to them? Yep, again, somebody commented, great improvement on yesterday. They've narrowed down their, as loud as I'm uncomfortable with the two words increase in enrollment. That's a sort of, from Unitec's perspective, I still feel myself, it's how do we bring Maori Pasifika women in, and Unitec is part of that journey that they value.
So like how do you make
and a byproduct will be increased enrollment for Unitec. Yeah.
So I was just going to say, how do you make Unitec a viable option for Maori and Pacific women?
Yeah.
Problem needs to be redefined. That's
yeah.
it.
You're right.
Yeah. Improve Unitec as being a viable option. A valued option. Yeah.
Well, thank you for those suggestions. We really appreciate it. For sure, we're gonna incorporate it in our future plans.
Thank you.
Thank you.
very much.
Thank you.